breaking news alert.
We are staying on top of breaking news in connection to the shooting of 2 Orlando police officers now fighting for their lives in the hospital. I'm Julie Broughton.
And I'm Trooper Steve.
And I'm Emily McLeod. We are following several scenes throughout Orange County right now. Investigators have not said anything yet about suspects in custody or detained. We want to start with the latest from Sky 6 over a hotel not far from Universal, where there was a major law enforcement presence with the SWAT team. Again, this follows a night of major development since 2 officers were shot downtown just about 12 hours ago.
Police say the officers were investigating a vehicle wanted a connection to a homicide in Miami when one person opened fire, striking the officers. Police say one of the suspects carjacked a driver, leading to a pursuit. Now we are working to find out how those officers are doing. We do know they were taken to Orlando Health. Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer just released a statement saying he visited the officers and their families and shared the community support with them. We're working to find out their condition at this time.
And as Emily was saying just a few moments ago, there have been several scenes developing pretty much all across Central Florida. Now, the most recent being at the hotel over by the attractions. We're talking close to Universal Studios. That's where Catherine Silver joins us live right now. Now, Catherine, that scene was fairly active. What does it look like right now?
Well, yeah, when we first got here, probably about an hour ago, there was quite a massive police presence. We saw the SWAT teams and a bunch of Orlando police officers parked in the parking lot at TGI Fridays behind me. Now, if you take a look, you can see it's pretty much cleared out. There are a few police patrol cars that are still here and some fire trucks. We have seen some of them walking around. So still an active investigation, but certainly a much smaller scene here as we get later into this morning. As we have been here, we started to talk to people and we're hearing some of their stories, people who were staying in hotels in this area. I met with one woman who was visiting with her family from Texas to go to Universal. She was staying at the Holiday Inn when she says she and her family were woken up by alarms this morning. They were curious. They thought at first, is this a fire? What really is going on? So they peeked out of their hotel room, and that's when they saw the SWAT team. She told me that officers immediately told them to get down, get to a safe place. So they started to run down the stairwell. And at one point, she says she heard what sounded like an explosion. Take a listen.
I don't know if it was maybe a smoke bomb, them trying to get into a room, but there was some form of explosion. And then the second we ran down, there's the National Guard, helicopters everywhere, the police, FBI, and it was just insane.
Some scary moments for that family, you can imagine, who were here on vacation. She told me this was actually the last day of their vacation, their trip. They're supposed to head home. Their flight is at 4 o'clock today. But when they were forced to evacuate from their hotel here this morning, they've since been staying at an IHOP that's not far from down Kirkman, which is the road where Universal Studios is, right on the other side to my left here. So she's now trying to work her way back to the Holiday Inn so that she can collect her luggage that is there and hopefully get on that flight. But again, some extremely terrifying moments for that family, and she's just glad that she's okay. And it seems like now that things have calmed down here, there might be some sort of resolution. As we learn more, we'll of course share it with you all. Guys.
Catherine, thank you. News 6's Eric Sandoval continues our live team coverage from Orlando Police Headquarters. Eric, what is the latest?
Well, Julie, photojournalist Jeff Seegers and I had spent the entire night and entire morning over at the shooting scene in downtown Orlando. So we thought we would come here to OPD headquarters in hopes of getting information back to you very quickly. While we wait for that, I want to show you some new video that we literally just got into our newsroom from a News 6 viewer. This is video from Brian Musa, who lives in the 55 West building downtown. This was taken just moments after the shooting last night, and you can see the massive police response that flooded downtown Orlando. And, you know, if you take a close look here in particular, you can see the large number of police cruisers get on Interstate 4 in pursuit of those gunmen. Now, in just a couple minutes forward from when this video was taken, streets would be shut down and this would be an entirely locked down perimeter. Now, let's flash forward to some other video that we shot just a couple hours ago. As the sun came up, we watched as Orlando police officers and tow trucks hauled away 4 vehicles that were inside the parking lot where this shooting happened. Now, we can only assume that the gunmen were in 1 or 2 of these vehicles. And, you know, some of these vehicles, we didn't want to zoom in too closely, but some of them did have blood spatter on them. Again, we're hoping to get more information on how these vehicles are connected to this situation with OPD coming up here in the next few moments. And then let's show you some more video. Right after that, our photojournalist and I got our first up-close look at the shooting scene. This is the parking lot where the shooting happened, and we counted at least 5 marks where bullets hit the building next to the shooting scene, 2 of them on the curb, and get this, another one went right through a palm tree, a perfect circle right there. Now, back out here live at OPD headquarters, all of this happened right at the height of a really fun, what's usually a fun evening in downtown Orlando. Just a block away from there is the line of bars that dot downtown Orlando. Orange Avenue is traditionally closed on a Friday and a Saturday night. You know, and I live downtown, and when I was responding to this at 11 o'clock last night, I was actually, you know, working my way through the crowds of people who were there having fun. None of them had any idea that any of this was happening just a block away. You know, when the bars closed at 2 o'clock, some of the people were coming to find their cars. They saw the news crews, they saw the helicopters, and of course they saw the massive police presence. They were asking us what happened, and when we told them, they were shocked. They were getting in their car because they were fearing for their safety because the gunmen were still on the loose. Again, all of this just capping off a very, very dangerous night in downtown Orlando. And now we're hoping for some sort of resolution from these incidents that we're hearing about at these places throughout the greater Orlando area. Well, for now, we are reporting live outside OPD headquarters. Eric Sandoval, getting Results News 6. Back to you.
Eric, thank you. And Steve, we were just seeing for the first time that video from a viewer sent from high up in the 55 West building. Like Eric was saying, this is a busy time in downtown Orlando. That police presence, that was intense.
It was.
I mean,
to see it in the beginning stages, a lot of people look at that and it's like, wow, why is it so chaotic? And it's organized chaos in actuality. So what happens is a huge all call goes out. We talked about this over the phone earlier when I was on my way over. When an officer is either injured or needs emergency help, there is nobody that's not going to answer the call. So where that viewer was is uncomfortably close to where that incident took place. And you can see, you could see the initial vehicles out there and they're steady. Obviously, something is now taking place on the opposite side of that parking lot to where they're giving pursuit to something. You're seeing a large amount of law enforcement officers give chase up the ramp there, and that could possibly be to what led us out to the multiple scenes we've had across Central Florida since 11:30 last night. There have been scenes up in the Apopka area. There have been scenes out in East Orange County, and then of course in the central area right where we've just left Catherine. And that brings me, I want to get out to News 6's Brian Didlake, and he is currently live outside the Orlando Regional Medical Center where those officers are currently being treated. And Brian, you got any updates for us?
Well, Steve, we're still waiting to hear from Orlando police on the conditions of those 2 officers here at Orlando Regional Medical Center. In fact, you can see the tarp that is over the emergency department area. That tarp has been here all night, and this is procedure for any high-profile incidents that require privacy. And that tarp has, again, been here since last night when the incident happened, as the search continues for those 2 suspects believed to have shot these officers as they were conducting a traffic stop in connection to a homicide out of Miami. The department says they will not be releasing the names at this time, but do say both are fighting for their lives. And since we've been out here since about 7 to 8 a.m., we've seen officers and deputies from various departments come in and out of the Curtain Way for several hours. In fact, you can still see some of these vehicles, patrol vehicles, as well as unmarked deputy vehicles out here as they're waiting, giving that large presence here at Orlando Regional Medical Center. And departments online have been showing support and solidarity to the two officers inside. In fact, Orlando Mayor Buddy Dyer sending out this statement saying our police officers put their lives on the line every single day to keep our community safe. And tragically, last night, two of our officers were shot during a proactive police stop doing just that. I visited the officers and their families this morning and thanked them for their service. I am thankful for doctors and nurses at Orlando Health and all of those who quickly responded and are providing the essential care these officers need during this critical time. My thoughts and prayers are with those courageous officers, their families, and our entire Orlando Police Department. And coming back out live here to ORMC, from the mayor's statement to now, there is just an outpouring of love and prayers to the officers inside because, as the mayor said, these brave souls in uniform risk their lives every day for our safety, and in this case was proactively doing that with that incident. Now, before I go, there was one moment here where News 6's Treasurer Roberts saw quite a scene, and as we're seeing right now, we are even seeing some officers outside. So one moment for that Treasurer Roberts visual right now, but we do see two officers with weapons talking to some people directing traffic right now. Our News 6's photojournalist Charles is following them right now as they go back into their vehicle. That's the same vehicle that has been here for quite some time since we've been out here around 6:30 in the morning. So it is that is some activity that we're seeing out here. But as News 6's Treasurer Roberts was saying earlier, around midnight, we did see one vehicle with 4 people come up to this area, into the tarp area in a rush, clearly in distress. The driver getting out saying that he wanted to get inside and that his sister was inside and that he didn't care about what was going on with the security officers tried to block him. But then that driver, it did end up going inside. And we, at this time, don't know if that family or group of people are connected to these two officers, but that was something that we did note as we were out here observing what's going on. And again, we're going to be out here the entire time, making sure that we can get all the information back to you in the studio and out in the community about what we're seeing and what we're learning out here at Orlando Regional Medical Center. But for now, we are live in Orlando. Brian Ditlick getting results, News 6.
All right, thanks for that update, Brian. Now, Steve, you were at one of those scenes this morning. Kind of walk us through this investigation. I mean, it went across the entire county.
Right. So before we jump to we go straight to it. It's okay. So these investigations, they have no jurisdictional boundaries. So when something happens, it's an all call. So this morning, it was an all call to get this information to you. So I left and got out very quickly to try to kind of talk to my brothers and sisters out there and see how we could help and what information we could put out there. And that led me out to a scene out in far east Orange County off of Aloma. So that was like Aloma and Forsyth. There was an apartment complex out there. And this was interesting because, one, we are well outside of the city of Orlando at the time. And to see the particular presence of what units were on scene there. So you had TAC officers, you had forensic units, and then there was some command presence out there also. Before I had showed up, Orange County was out there also, the sheriff's office. So this was obviously in some way part of or involved in the ongoing investigation. And I think when you have scenes like this, a lot of people in the community need to understand this was heavily involved. It happens very quickly. And in return, you have multiple people that get involved. So you saw multiple tweets and put out by Daytona Beach Police, multiple law enforcement agencies, sadly have been through this. So they know the protocol and they're there to offer their assistance as much as possible. And then we get the scene all the way down close to the Kirkman area, which was kind of, there were people who knew what was going on. There were sources that gave that information, but to see such a large law enforcement presence with those type of law enforcement officers, and I want to specify that, like that's different than what we see patrolling around. We know Orlando PD takes great care of the attractions, so we'd like to see them. But when you see stuff like this, things get a little interesting. So this is a live shot right now, and it's pretty interesting, Julie, to see the presence die down, but to see the unmarked vehicle presence now out there. That lets us know something is still an active crime scene.
Yeah, and when we were talking to you earlier, we got a tweet around 9:20 saying that there was a large law enforcement presence in this area. This is near Universal. This is near the outlets, as we keep saying. A lot of folks the Saturday before school starts heading to the outlets to shop, heading to Universal to have one last weekend of fun. And we saw SWAT officers there. We saw fire rescue. There were so many different types of first responders there. Now we're looking at an unmarked vehicle. I assume that that's an unmarked police unit.
It could, but then at the
leaving.
flip side, like you just said, this is the heart of the tourist area.
Yeah,
That could be a rental car part of this hotel. So it's not like they just shut the hotel down and said, hey, you got to close your business. You're right. This is high population mixed with residential, commercial, and our tourist industry right here. But you could see it was such a large response in order to contain. And I think that's what a lot of people have to remember sometimes too, because it gets very crazy very quickly, and you've got to contain that area.
Yeah, and one thing that we talked about when we were watching earlier from a layperson's perspective, it seemed like there wasn't urgency that we would expect with something like that. And you said at that time it appeared that maybe this was a concluding scene.
Correct. Once you got to contain, there's no reason for all the excitement. So.
All right. Well, we will continue to stay on top of this. Again, Sky 6 is live over that final scene, not far from Kirkman and the Universal area. We are continuing to have crews across the county gathering information on all of this. We will keep you up to date and bring you the very latest on clickorlando.com.
And of course, clickorlando.com plus the new 6 Plus streaming app. And we will bring you any news as we get it right here. And we are waiting for a press conference. Once we hear back, we will bring that to you. Now back to your programming.
This has been a News 6 breaking news alert. For continuing coverage of this developing story, go to clickorlando.com.